How to hire a Filipino writer. Hey, my name is John Jonas, and today I'm going to talk about how to hire a writer from the Philippines. So I'm going to give you 7 steps. Step number 1 is to decide what kind of writer you want, because a sales copywriter is not the same thing as a technical writer or a creative writer. So descriptions written for Amazon content, well, that's probably a sales copywriter. Blog articles for your website, well, that's probably a blogger. And there's a whole bunch of different things, so decide what you're looking for, step 1. Step 2 is go to OnlineJobs.ph and start browsing resumes of writers. So go on there and search for what you're looking for, sales copywriter or content writer, whatever it is, search that. You're gonna get a whole bunch of really good ideas of like what skills you can find, how talented they are, how much experience they have, how much they're looking to make. Step number 3 is to go post your job on OnlineJobs.ph. You've already looked and seen what skills you have. You know how to write a pretty good job description from this point. You're gonna get a whole bunch of job applications of people who want to fill your writing position. Step number 4 in hiring a writer from the Philippines is to start interviewing those who have applied to your job. Ask a bunch of questions across a bunch of emails. And I have a whole bunch of reasons why you do this, and I can get into this later, but the worst thing to do is to start with a Skype interview. And yet that's what most people want to do, and this is why so many people struggle to hire well, because they do it wrong. Step number 5 is to give a writing task, a test task. You'll start to narrow down the field with step number 4 with your questions, and then you'll really narrow it down and get a really good idea with the test task. Now, my recommendation is you assign the same task to a bunch of people, and you tell them you're going to pay them for the task if it's going to take them more than 20 or 30 minutes. But don't ask people to do a whole bunch of work and not pay them for it. Number 1, at OnlineJobs.ph, we don't allow it. Number 2, they're really scared about doing work and not getting paid. So you're immediately violating principle number 1, which if you then hire this person, they already don't trust you if you haven't paid them for their test task. And that's a really bad way to start this working relationship. Step number 6 is to negotiate your terms. So maybe you've narrowed it down to 1 or 2. If you have 1, now you're just negotiating the terms with this person. How much do you want to make? How many hours are you going to work? When are you going to be your working hours? If you've narrowed it down to 2, maybe this negotiation will help you narrow it down to 1. Which, by the way, let me just recommend that you don't have them work the night shift in the Philippines, unless you absolutely need it. Step number 7, hire them. Like, ask them, when can you start? And often they'll say, well, I can start tomorrow, which is different than in the US, where it's like, oh, we need 2 weeks for whatever or whatever. Often you'll get them started right away, which is really, really awesome. Now that I've gone briefly through this kind of how to hire a Filipino writer, let me suggest to you, I created a full-on hiring challenge that will walk you through step by step how to hire any kind of worker that you want. And I put it together into a 7-day virtual challenge where each day I'm going to give you the exact steps to take today so that you can hire the right person the first time. This is available at onevaaway.com. Now, I always feel like people are one virtual assistant away from getting time back in their life, from getting a whole bunch of work done in their business to help grow their business, from the missing piece that's going to help you grow and succeed. So onevaaway.com will make sure that you know every single step, exactly what to do at every step of the process. Go get it, go join the challenge, hire the right writer for you, and start growing your business. My name is John Jonas, and I created OnlineJobs.ph.